Hello everyone, and welcome to today's showcase on Dark Souls 3. Now, back to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club, well, I already broke it. Is to not speak of the Fight Club. Chances are, we've all wandered in there and wondered what the hell we're doing there. So, everyone uses weapons, but I thought, why don't I take it more literal? Take it back to its roots, you know? So, I decided to grab, I believe it's pronounced the Caestus? The Caestus? Usually don't have the S in there. The S is the added letter they add, and it just ruins the name of it. However, the Caestus. A rather augmented glove. The description reads, a fist fighter's weapon made from thick straps of leather studded with iron rivets. Painful. When two-handed, the Cesti... Yeah, now you got a group name for it now? Cesti are equipped with each hand. The skill is Perseverance, which is strange, because that's usually heavy weapons have that. But anyway, cross arms in front of body to temporarily boost poise, downward reduction while activated. I can think how many things are wrong with that, but I won't bother pointing it out. It's just strange. But yeah, these are augmented fist weapons. Now, I've already covered the claws, but the claws are actually, you know, sharp. This is not. This is blunt force. But anyway, looking at the Cesti, or Caestus, whatever you want to call it, they're really based on the actual Caestus of the old world. Roman gladiators wore these. Covered in thick straps, they weren't always riveted. Some were, some weren't. Based on what was provided or brought by the individual in the fight. But yes, it's just a really old world boxing glove is what it is. Not always meant to inflict pain, you know, meant to sometimes soften the blow or inflict more damage depending on what you've done with the glove, or was allowed to be done. But yes, in terms of historical accuracy, they clearly go all the way. Some Sesame equipment looked like this, some probably didn't. It's probably the looks of it changed from different maker of the individual item in question. But yes, overall, pretty much accurate representation of what they can look like. So, either way, at least gets props for that. At least. So, looking at the stats, we got the physical. It's a fist weapon. I'm not surprised it's a bit weak. Bonus damage is actually not that bad, to be honest. You actually got quite a bit there for a fist weapon. The bonus, tribute bonus, I mean. You get 2 Ds. 1 for strength, 1 dexterity. Alright. Tribute requirements is... surprisingly, you need no strength. You need literally the minimum strength. You can get this from the deprived status. You're guaranteed to get that much. And you need more dexterity to wield this. You think it'd be the other way around with a fist weapon. Weird. Anyway, the Perseverance costs like nothing to cast, and that's the idea. It's quick to cast, it reduces damage, and you keep going. The weight, well, it's not surprising to say, it's the lightest weapon in the game. That you can't get any lighter. And also, there's no guard absorption, for obvious reasons. These are your fists. You don't want to be blocking with them. Trust me, that is a bad idea. Now, for animations, it borrows a lot from the already existing fist animations, so nothing really tremendous there. I don't really need to mention what these moves are. They're all punches. However, you get the Perseverance move, which is rather quick. The last few seconds while it's activated. Then we got the 2-punch combo when both equipped. Probably the main thing I'll be using. And the sprint attack is a quick backhand. Now for upgrades, I'm not sure how you would upgrade this. The rivets maybe? But anyway, it takes Titanite shards. And actually the upgrade thought strength is not that bad. You get at least 9 points. Like just there's some bad weapons out there for upgrades. This is alright. I was expecting worse. But hey, it's alright. But I'm not sure if we can even get these with tribute bonuses up. We'll see. It's not very strong on either end. Maybe on strength. But oh, look at that. So at the first level of Titanite chunk, they will both go to C. But that's a bit late for that upgrade, isn't it? So how well does it form in the field? Well, to be honest, you have the shortest weapon possible. There's no weapon with a shorter range. So you better be good at dodging. So the enemy has the exact opposite of me, a giant sword. How well does this work against? But you'd be surprised what I could do. For instance, this backstabs. I wasn't expecting it to, but it did awesome too. 400 some damage. So yeah, a fist one that backstabs, which is strange. Very strange. But however, I did miss a couple times, as you just saw. The weapon has an incredibly short range. That's the big downside. That every time I go to an opponent, they have a range advantage over me. But luckily, it is quite quick and powerful. That's the idea. Get multiple hits in as fast as you can. Let's do the full combo in this knight. And we can see we nearly... Yep, we have killed him with the whole combo. We're just repeating the combo. But now I want to try how well I can get to that shield if possible. It is a high DPS weapon. With good damage to boot. Now, just need this guy to stop swinging at me for 2 seconds. Come on, buddy. Go work with it. There we go. Okay, now it tries. Look at that. It may take several hits to go in there, but remember, this weapon takes no stamina to swing. It's your fists. You got heavy DPS. Enemies using shields are in serious trouble if you use this. At least standard shields. Because to be honest, I'm not going to get through the Durandal shield, so instead I use DPS to my advantage. Just hit at a lightning rate is what you want to do for slow opponents. Easily just destroy them. So, how to work against a faster opponent with a large weapon? To be honest, this is where it really falters. It falls a bit short, in many senses. The enemies attack fast, they have fast animations, so you gotta be careful. So remember, I have to get close to the enemy to actually do damage. And by the time I land my first hit, I'm already in danger. So this is the overwhelming problem of fighting a faster foe with a large weapon, such as a Dark Knight. But you can get the general idea that you gotta really just dodge a lot. You gotta constantly be dodging. So it is an awesome weapon, but that's its biggest downside is its range. Alright, now for the pros and cons of the Caestus. Keep calling it by its group name. But anyway, on the pro side you got high DPS. Very high DPS. The Perseverance also will work if you don't want to dodge a whole lot, but I wouldn't recommend using that extensively. Not with this weapon anyway. It also has backstabs, which was very unexpected. It really shouldn't have a backstab, but it does. And look, going on to the con side, you have the shortest range of any weapon in the game. That is a guarantee. It's also moderate damage on the lower end, since it relies heavily on DPS. And also, the upgrade cycle is a bit late with its tribute bonus. Didn't like that, but what can you do? Anyway, moving on to the score with Caestus. Damage gets 4 out of 10. Mind you, it's going to make up for it with the DPS. Reach, 1 out of 10. You really can't get any shorter in this weapon. Animation, 3 out of 10, because it borrows almost all of its moves from the basic punch animation. Bonus gets 4 out of 10, for at least going to see when you get the chunks, if you really like this weapon, that is. Misc, it gets 8 out of 10 for having good DPS, gets through shields pretty easily, and overall a pretty fast weapon. So in total, the Caestus gets 22 out of 50, which I do classify as bad. It's pretty situational, to be honest. Not the best weapon to really take to a fight, but then again, it kind of speaks for itself in that own right. Like really, fists. So they're not the worst weapon in the game. They're not the best weapon in the game. There are worse, but to be honest, it's all because of this range. The range just drops that score like a sucker. But oh well. In my opinion, it does pretty good. But maybe you think otherwise. But that's been today's showcase. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care out there.